seed, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Cowboys will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. So the East Carolina Pirates offense has the ball first today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Leaves it with the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Pirates come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. Quick step and go. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Pirates are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. And that one's incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's got him. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. The Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw again. Finds his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. They've got the screen set up. Touchdown, Pirates! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense will take the field for the first time. And, Jesse, they've got a quarterback that, if he can get into a rhythm, can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort, because then he can really be at his best.
Pocket breaking down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Turns it loose. Finds space on the right. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Fires to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Back to pass. Quick strike complete. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. From the 30-yard line on first down. Rides to back and leaves it. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Quick release on the RPO. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll go to the ground. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Oh, the attempt is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And with the closest guy to the football, man, it's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Connection to the right.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
Second down.
That's the end of the period, and East Carolina has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. It's on target and complete. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Pirates come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
The give out of the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Got it looking for a first. Turning it on. Picks up enough to get the first and 10 from the 11.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to keep it in the air. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. Georgia State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week. But they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They are up by 7 over Wyoming. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Hauls it in. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Pirates are moving quickly down the field. Handoff to the lone back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Makes the grab on the left. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Pirates will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. It's complete. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. 8th play of the drive coming up. From the gun, running back on the move. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. And as he throws, he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, East Carolina. Good, and it paid off.
What toughness. And the QB just hanging there, knowing you're going to get hit, but still throwing a strike down the field. Offensive linemen are going to love that guy.
East Carolina, 14. Oklahoma State, 3.
The returner will field it and bring it back. just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Firing to the right, complete. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Carney. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Catch in the middle. It's Luck. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Throws to the wideout. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And that's a missed opportunity. I mean, he had him open. He could have thrown that football maybe with just a little bit more touch. He had plenty of mustard on it. You could see he threw a bullet. But sometimes when those guys are wide open, you see quarterbacks they try to aim it a little bit too much, and it'll come up short.
Got his man on the right. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Rushes on him. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
And earlier this offense had to settle for 3. Nice job finishing the half, punching it in the end zone, cutting into this lead, and gaining the momentum in the football game.
Ready to try the point after.
For the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. The lone back's got it. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for 1 final play in this half. Making side adjustments here. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. He's going for it all. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Stillwater. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football palm out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. The Cowboys want to move quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And the Cowboys will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Quarterback will keep it. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Royer. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Pirates will punt this one away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Cradles it at the 35. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Get the Pistols firing on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Get it out on the screen. Makes a man miss. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. The give to the back. Makes a man miss. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cowboys can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Let's go! Let's go!
The give on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The offense just continues to matriculate the ball downfield, and they're finding a lot of different ways to generate these first downs. They do it right there on the quarterback sneak.
Rides the back on the option, the give. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Cowboys headed quickly to the line.
Another first down.
They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Good timing on the quick out. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
To the air on second down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8.
Here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Right down the boulevard. It's good. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time. They boot it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push.
The Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll give it to the back. He breaks a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. And the Cowboys line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Breaks into the open. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The offense changing the play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the offense is trying to complete that in route against zone coverage, but you saw everyone on defense there watching the QB's eyes, and it led him right to the throw so they could knock it away.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Pirates will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Finds a crease at the 20. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Caught. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Direct snap. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. And the Pirates pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Guys, East Carolina carries the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He's looking to throw. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, ECU. And they take it in for 6 more points. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Burgess. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man.
He's loose. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Cowboys, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll give it to him again. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cowboys just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Looking to throw on first down. Going downfield for the big play. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Carney. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Cowboys have moved it inside the 20.
And a nice job slipping in the screen. Like, you got to know the situation when those pass rushers, Palmer, are going to come upfield and those situations where you can take advantage of the defense.
Yeah, I would love a David Pollock just running at me free and then finding a way to negotiate the throw around a guy that just knew he was going to be getting a sack. That feels so good. Complete the screen and keep the drive alive.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cowboys! After the score, they need this 2-point conversion to tie.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Wants to throw on first down. The quick out. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lamb. Nice move to keep running. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Cheek. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. He was really beating himself up over that interception and that loss last week. I know he's thrown a pick in this one, but he's looked much more certain.
And what you ask quarterbacks to do nowadays and how much you put on their plate, one mistake is okay. Those usually aren't the ones that are going to kill you. So one mistake, back-to-back weeks, that's fine. You just can't make multiple, but the team's winning this week, which is the most important stat that he cares about.
The Pirates with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give as they work on that clock. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On the run, it's Lamb. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Pirates are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the marker, it's Royer. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Play number 11 on this drive. The defense has yielded ground, but they're trying to get a stop on 3rd and goal. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Into the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Defense. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And that might be just enough as they push the lead to 9 here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. Georgia State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week. They still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 4 over Wyoming. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on him for us. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He wants a big play here late. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that.
There he goes! And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Fires it incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's up. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Harvey. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Luck. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Cowboys moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 3rd. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
Man, that hurts. If you're the offensive coordinator, you need to come up with a completion or a 1st down. The quarterback had all day to throw that football. He had well over 6 seconds to throw that thing from the pocket. Incredible job in pass pro. Somebody's got to get open, but the quarterback has got to be more accurate when you've got that much time. Incomplete now sets up 4th down.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on